Alright guys, we have a World Cup game about to get started here. This is between Russia and Poland. So representing Russia is going to be Ayuri, who on the spreadsheet must be Jean. Yeah. Playing Scorpion there, and then representing Poland is going to be qkieu playing Dragon. So let's see. How many games a day? Yeah, it's been pretty crazy with the World Cup lately. Probably like one a day average though. So we see a swordsmith and a Bayushi liar. It looks like Dragon. Hold on, who got the passing fate? Okay, Scorpion's going first, so Scorpion did get the passing fate there. We see a finger of jade found with the swordsmith there. And there are 3 assassinates in the Scorpion deck, so I think we'll see that Finger of Jade get played if a conflict does happen here. I think they might just pass all of the conflicts though. If you're going to attack, you play the Finger of Jade now. Or Reprieve, that's fine also. Although that doesn't stop Fate Worse Than Death, but if you Fate Worse Than Death to your Swordsmith, then I guess you're fine. You could also consider just taking the favor here, but I don't think you do that probably. So we see an Earth Ring. Finds Abandoning Honor. That's a pretty good one to find. It's not really going to do anything probably. So we see no defense here. I wonder if he is actually going to play a Fate Worse Than Death. I would still defend though if I'm going to do that, right? Because then you get the favor. We see a Seal of the Dragon here. This is a military conflict. And there's the Mountains Anvil Castle, so this is fine, probably. There's the Way of the Scorpion, so he's going to make him spend the reprieve here. Thank you for the bits, Luke. Yep, free number 1. I mean, it's not free, it costs 100 bits, but... we see a Hurricane Punch there to put him back in breaking range. So yeah, he's just going to go for the break here. The Swordsmith does have the reprieve, so you don't really care about this. Yeah. Now you just have to make sure Phoenix Fox doesn't donate any. We see a let go on the reprieve. Interesting. Let's see if the Finger of Jade gets played. Another reprieve. Wow. So this is going to be kind of expensive for Dragon. I might have just taken the win but not break here, so I didn't have to spend reprieves. We do see the pass though. Can't be watching now if he's helping his teammate. Which he's on Team Russia? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's watching right now, but you know. So that's going to be it for that turn. Dragon gets one break. Going to keep the Katsuki Investigator. Yeah, that's a pretty good card in this matchup. Ooh, finds another one. Ooh, wow, that's unfortunate. The Hidden Moon Dojo flips onto that Broken Province. He is still going to get one turn of use out of that, which is pretty good, especially on one of those middle provinces there. But definitely not what you want to see. We see that Katsuki Investigator bot with 4 Fate. And I expect Scorpion to pass. This is why Hidden Moon Dojo is so insane. Like, you pass here, you have 15 Fate, and then you can still play characters. That's a little bit ridiculous. Swordsmith's going to get used. Finds a Pathfinder's Blade. That's pretty good. And then you probably don't play the Doomed Shugenja. Yeah, just pass. We know he does have the Finger of Jade, so if Scorpion does have an Assassinate, it probably won't go off. Yeah, not very big brain there, flipping the Hidden Moon Dojo on a Broken Province. So both players going to draw 5 cards as expected. I think as Scorpion, if you have the Assassinate... Uh-oh. We have 200 bits from Isomalt, thank you. Luke is not in first place anymore. But yeah, so... Yeah, I think you still play the Assassinate if you place the Finger of Jade, because then you go down on her. And you can start using the Stronghold. It didn't last long, yeah. So we see a couple of past conflicts. And then this is probably where you play... You could play the Finger of Jade on the Investigator, but that's pretty... I guess it's not too risky if there's an Assassinate. Like, you don't care too much about that, right? You've already got 2 uses out of the ability and a Province Break. We do see the Finger of Jade on the Swordsmith. Like, you can't attack with the Investigator unless he has Finger of Jade, because he's just going to get Fate Worse Than Death. Which is kind of unfortunate. We see the Swordsmith going to attack a province here. So he hasn't played the Pathfinder's Blade yet, which means, okay, this is fine. If he found Secret Cache, then he wouldn't be able to use it, but since he did find Shameful Display, should be alright here. If we see a character get played into this conflict, you just drop the Pathfinder's Blade and then you're fine. So no defense. Let's see. You should play a character, right? You could actually play Shoju. Gonna play the Court Novice. This is a military attack, so the swordsmith is currently 0 skill. Who will be the first streamer to make a hawk tattoo emote? Ooh, some stuff happening here, huh? Yeah, I mean, that would have to be before it gets errated or whatever they're gonna do. Ooh, he has a second Pathfinder's Blade, so the investigator got hawk tattooed in here. So he doesn't want this. See, I would have gone political here, right? Because now you would be able to use the investigator's ability. We see a let go for the second Pathfinder's Blade. So the Shameful is probably going to go off here. And then the Meek Informant can attack with the Pathfinder's Blade as well. Yep, there's the Shameful display. So the attacker is still winning, and we do see a Hurricane Punch for the break here. Getting this break is pretty good. Let's see if he has a cancel for this maybe. Nope, no cancel, so it is breaking. Ooh, we see a Force Shame though on this Swordsmith, and you can't afford to Finger of Jade this, right? Because then you just get assassinated. So yeah, you just bow. Wow, that is all of his skill actually though. Okay, we have a fine katana though. If there's another Force Shame, that would be pretty bad for a dragon. We see a pass and another fine katana. So this is breaking again. There's a goblin sneak though played into the conflict to prevent the break. Ooh, plays a Void Fist. But we see a Forged Edict. Wow, they're really fighting for this break here. Let's see what's happening. Ooh, wow, Bonsai on the Investigator. Wow, another Goblin Sneak got played. So we played a second Void Fist on that Goblin Sneak, then another Goblin Sneak came into play. Hidden Moon Dojo revealed. Back Alley Hideaway. And we do see a Forged Edict to cancel that Bonsai, so that's 2 Forged Edicts down now. Man, this is a really expensive conflict. And we're still at winning but not breaking. Wow, Scorpion is all the way down to 3 cards. That's pretty crazy. Dragon still has 7 here. We see a pass from Scorpion. There's a let go to discard the Pathfinder's Blade, so saving that let go, it looks like, until he was sure that it couldn't be canceled. That seems good. Of course, like, what is Meek and Foreman afraid of running into here? Probably just Sacred Sanctuary, right? Restoration is fine. You only have 3 cards. Feast or Famine is fine. You're not going to break. Is he running Sacred Sanctuary in the row? I know some of them are running it under the box now. Yeah, he is running it under the box. So he has Upholding Authority and Shameful Display, both of which... Yeah, so I don't think there's actually a bad province for him to hit here. I'm kind of not sure. Okay, we see Feast or Famine. Yeah, I'm actually not sure why you let go of the Pathfinder's Blade. Like, you should probably just save that, right? Because Restoration is the only one that does something immediately, but he only has 3 cards, so it doesn't matter. And we see no defense and pass here. This is the Voidering, so the Swordsmith is going to get voided, which is unfortunate. And Blackmail Artist gets played there, so Scorpion is going to take the favor. Seems pretty good, especially if he has like a Censure in his hand. So this Investigator is pretty big, but you still need to get him into a political conflict. The problem is you've now spent 2 swords on an Investigator, which is not really what you want to do. And he has a Hawk Tattoo as well, so he's a 6/3. But you really need him to be in a political conflict because of his ability. Telegraph's a Censure? Yeah, probably. Like, Dragon doesn't really care about having the favor, right? They only care about their opponent not having the favor. I think either he has a Censure or he thinks he's going to draw one. We see that Court Novus get replayed with the Back Alley Hideaway. That's pretty good. And he can discard that. Ooh, we see Imperial Palace for Scorpion, so this favor is probably not going anywhere. Dragon going to find Raitsugu, that's pretty good. I would probably want to play Doom Shugenja and Raitsugu here, right? So the problem here is that you really need to be defending as Dragon. Ooh, we see the Mia Mystic. Interesting. But yeah, with the Kitsuki Investigator, he doesn't play Raitsugu. You really want to be defending. You can attack with the Doom Shugenja. But the other problem is that Scorpion can go Military Water here. I think that's a good play. And then you probably have to defend with Doom Shugenja, right? So yeah, I think this first conflict should be the Military Water, probably. Um, do you attack a face-down province? You could just poke Feast or Famine with like a Goblin Sneak and force the Doom Shugenja to defend, right? Because if you hit Restoration of Balance, that's not good. Yeah, so we do see just the Goblin Sneak poke the Feast or Famine. And if you break this, you don't actually care that much, because it's just going to be... Oh, he actually goes Earth instead of Water. Interesting. That's fine. He's down 3 cards here, so... And we do see the defense with the Doom Shugenja and the pass. So now, as Dragon, do you even attack as Dragon? I feel like maybe you don't. Ooh, we see a Bonsai on this Goblin Sneak. Is this going to be small Bonsai? Yeah, it is. Doesn't want to break this unless he has to. So if you have an Ancestral Daisho, you should probably play that. He passes, though. So that is going to be an Earth Ring for Scorpion, which is pretty good. Did cost him a card, but hits a Let Go at random. That's not what you want to see. Scorpion deck doesn't have a whole lot of attachments. He is running 2 clouds, so I guess that's okay. So yeah, this is a tough attack here for Dragon. It might be worth poking with... Oh, okay, Heroma Skirmisher, that's good. So you probably want to attack water, right? Yeah, it looks like he is going to go water. Ooh, find secret cache. Let's see. So it was that or pilgrimage. This is probably the better one to find, because now you can potentially break it. I feel like the only reason he attacks with both characters here is if he thinks he can break it. Or maybe he just doesn't want to get assassinated. It's fair also. But in that case, hitting Pilgrimage would be kind of risky. Looks like we see the Sochi Illusionist defend. So it's 2-2. There's the Assassinate on the Mia Mystic. So Dragon is probably not going to break this now. It's losing by 1 and needs to win by 6. But you got him to spend an Assassinate on the Mia Mystic. We see a Tattooed Wanderer get played. That's good. Plays it with 2 Fate since he can't Assassinate again this turn. If he can get the Watering, he should be fine. There's a Way of the Scorpion to dishonor the Tattooed Wanderer. Let's see. Why are you dishonoring that? You can't force shame. There's a bonsai. Yeah, I'm actually not sure why you play Way of the Scorpion on that character. So double bonsai, this is winning but not breaking still. So the only reason to do this is if you have some kind of military buff still to play. Oh, Cunning Magistrate? Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about that card. If he does have the Cunning Magistrate, then yeah, that would be good. We see a Fine Katana, so it is now breaking, so this is where you would need to play it. Yeah, and we do see the Cunning Magistrate played into the conflict, so still winning for Dragon, but again, not breaking now. Ooh, wow, he has a Void Fist. That's really strong. Does Scorpion have a cancel here? He does have a Forged Edict. And that was the 3rd Void Fist, so until Mitsu comes back, there are going to be no more of those. So yeah, I mean, at this point, you probably just take the win, right? Ooh, we see a Seal of the Dragon. He's currently winning by 3. Why do you play Seal of the Dragon here? Yeah, cards thrown everywhere this game. That's definitely true. If he strongholds, okay, he has a Hurricane Punch. That makes sense. If he just strongholds, he wouldn't have enough for the break still. He needs to win by 6. He's only winning by 3, so the Hurricane Punch is gonna do it though. Unless Scorpion is just waiting for him to spend a bunch of cards and then he's gonna play another Way of the Scorpion. That would be pretty sick. But I don't think he has another one. Yep, we see a pass, so that is actually going to break. Wow. So the question now is, can Dragon actually get the favor? Ooh, we see a Cloud the Mind on the Investigator. Okay, so the Watering unbows the Dunshu Genja. Yeah, Way of the Scorpion too early. Definitely. There's the 3rd Let Go to discard the Cloud the Mind. So that means Dragon is out of Let Goes now. Still 1 Cloud the Mind left in the Scorpion deck. So let's see if we see another attack. If Scorpion doesn't attack here, then Dragon definitely gets the favor. If Scorpion does attack here, Dragon can still get the favor by leaving the Investigator standing. Otherwise it's going to tie. Unless he attacks with just the Court Novice and wins. If he attacks Feast or Famine, though, I would kind of expect Dragon to let it break. And then you take the fate from the Cunning Magistrate and put it on the... who do you put it on, actually? Probably the... I could see it going on either one, I guess. Attack Feast or Famine to bait no defense. Yeah, that's possible. Drop Finger of Jade. So we see an air conflict with skill 2 at Feast or Famine. We actually see no defense. And there's the Hawk Tattoo to move in the Court Novice. Let's see, are there any Finger of Jades? Yeah, no Finger of Jade in the Scorpion deck, so I don't think he actually has a way to stop this from happening. So this is going to be... I mean, Scorpion will get the air ring. And he got the 2 fate, but this will be the 2 fate on the Cunning Magistrate coming off and going on to one of Dragon's characters, which is a pretty big deal, I would say. Unfortunately, he doesn't get to use the Investigator yet again. Yeah, Dragon could Hawk Tattoo in the Magistrate, but looks like doesn't have it. He's already used 1, so he only has 1 left. Blackmail Artist triggers 2, so this is actually going to bring Dragon all the way down to 3 honor. Yeah, Scorp only has 1 left in the deck, so he probably doesn't have it. There's the Finger of Jade. Ooh, Finger of Jade on Kitsuki Investigator, so he can actually attack now. He has 1 political attack left, but that means he won't get favor, unfortunately. Yeah, Dragon needed that for sure. He will get the 3rd break here, though, I think. Ooh, yeah, we see Kachiko come down. Wow. The Investigator does get to see the hand there. It sees Court Games, and For Shame. Discards the For Shame. Yeah, that's not really a problem for Scorpion. So he's just gonna play the court games and honor qkieu, and then he just wins. Yeah, we see pass from qkieu here. That is unfortunate. Sending the investigator home, I guess, just to try and bait him to use the finger of Jade, but yeah, he's not gonna use it. So Dragon is at 3 honor now. Um, one card in hand for both players. So this might be a little bit tough here. I think Scorpion will probably bid high, like 3 or 4, and then Dragon will bid 1. So that Scorpion can turn on the box and get some more cards. Yeah, so that is what we see. Scorpion's gonna bid 4, Dragon bids 1. So he will get to use the Stronghold, and now he'll be up 5 cards to 3 thanks to that Imperial Storehouse. Um, so Dragon is first player here. This is gonna be tough. You could do a military attack first, maybe. Go military fire. Ooh, we see a let go. Discard that Finger of Jade there. That is the 3rd let go. So we do see a fire attack at Pilgrimage here. Military. Having a little bit of trouble with doing the commentary here because the dog groomer is here, and the dog that's not currently getting groomed is having some trouble with that. See another Tattooed Wander here, winning by 4 now with the stronghold. That will be enough. I'd like to point out, okay, returns that to the hand. He can just play it again though. I'd like to point out that Scorpion has not played a Fate Worse Than Death yet this game. Has 3 of those in the deck. Like, I would just Fate Worse Than Death the Skirmisher, maybe, even. Might be okay if that's all you can do to prevent the break here. We see a pass. It's not breaking yet. Ooh, there's a Cunning Magistrate. Down to 1 fate now for Scorpion. What do you even honor? Dishonor? Kachiko will just re-honor herself. Well, it did have 2 fate on it. But yeah, you probably just dishonor Kachiko, right? Like, that's the highest value. Pilgrimage is going to cancel that ring effect, but again, he still did get the 2 fate, so that's probably not a big deal. Yeah, so now Scorpion probably... you probably attack here, right? Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? If you hit Restoration of Balance, nothing happens, except Dragon gets a fade, I guess. Weird that Dragon's using this turn as a bank turn. Yeah, that is a good point. Although he will probably have to get something done next turn because 2 of his characters are leaving the board, but he is up 6 fate now, which is pretty good. We see Scorpion Scorpion passes a conflict. So it's Dragon's second conflict now. You probably just don't attack here, right? As Dragon? Like, I don't see anything that you're... okay. Going to attack... Yeah, attacking Shameful feels bad, right? Ooh, Investigator? So you could try to force Kachiko to commit to the defense here so that he doesn't get a free ring effect. That actually seems good. We see the Investigator. I think I would send both, actually, right? To guarantee the break if there's no defense, and then you get to honor the Initiate regardless. We do see just the Investigator. It looks like this is still going to draw the defense because he doesn't want the Investigator's ability to get used. And leaving this Togashi Initiate standing actually means that Dragon should get favor here, which is good. So that seems fine. No, maybe not defending. So Dragon needs a political buff still. Plus, if you don't defend, you get the fate off the ring, possibly. He just puts it on like water though, right? There's the court games to dishonor. Yeah, you need a way to break this, right? Okay, so we see Bayushi Kachiko and Hawk Tattoo in the hand. What do you take here? She uses the Hawk Tattoo. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Because there's already a 2-fate Kachiko on the board. Like, sure, he can put an extra fate on her, but that's not really a big deal. Ooh, wow, he doesn't have a way to break it, so the ring effect is going to get canceled there. I think you probably should have attacked it Shameful, actually, then, right? Yeah, Kachiko's pretty dead, agree. Like, now you don't get the Void Ring, so the Cunning Magistrate stays here. That seems bad. Gonna find a Restoration of Balance there. And we see no defense, discards a Cloud the Mind at random. QQ is going to get the Imperial Favor, which is good. It turns off Censure if Scorpion draws it. Oh, Cunning Magistrate gets Hawk Tattooed in. Yeah, I guess that's true. But, I mean, he didn't know he had a Hawk Tattoo, right? Plus, Dragon could have had a Court Games as well. You don't have to worry about Hawk Tattoo anymore, though, as Dragon, so that's pretty nice. Ooh, there's Mitsu showing up, but we haven't seen Fate Worse Than Death still, so playing him is probably risky. Scorpion's gonna get the passing fate here. Yep, there's Mitsu. I mean, you can still play him with like 5 fate or something, so that if he gets Fate Worse Than Death, he still has a ton of fate on him. You could also just play the Master Alchemist. Yeah, and we do see the Master Alchemist with 4 fate here. Gonna keep Mitsu in the province for next turn. Scorpion discarded a duplicate to put a fate on Kachiko. So Scorpion should pass now, right? And then I think I would just play the Mendicant, probably. Seems fine. Yep, there's the pass. Okay, it doesn't play the Mendicant, that's also fine. Scorp would have to draw into Fate Worse Than Death. Yeah, that's true. Probably gonna have to bid 2. Sure. But yeah, that's true also. 13 cards remaining and 3 Fate Worse Than Death, so you do have to respect that. So Dragon has a way to honor his characters or possibly dishonor his opponent's characters now. Air attack. Yeah, seems good. Yeah, so we do see the air attack. The The two face-down provinces are Upholding Authority and Secret Cache? No. Wait, what am I thinking about? I was thinking Scorpion. Upholding Authority and Shameful Display is the other one. So he is going to dodge Shameful Display, which is pretty good. Upholding Authority does mean that he'll have to discard something here, but probably doesn't have a whole lot in his hand that he really cares about losing. So that should be fine. It is pretty unfortunate for Dragon that Shameful got dodged. So thinking about whether he wants to defend this, like if Scorpion breaks this, then all you have left is your stronghold, but that's Sacred Sanctuary, so that's probably not a big deal, right? So yeah, I would definitely strongly consider just letting this break. Although that does bring you down to 1 honor, which kind of sucks. So yeah, if you can win this, that's probably worth trying, actually. There are 2 favorable grounds, though, for Scorpion. So you can at least get him to spend 1 here, I guess. Stronghold your Skirmisher, yep. And now he can favorable ground in the Cunning Magistrate. So at least he's spending more resources here. Like, Dragon has 3 cards in hand. I don't think there's any way he actually wins this conflict, probably. Ooh, we see an Adaptive Shadows played, actually. Gonna save the favorable ground usage. There's the Ancestral Daisho. Playing it on the Skirmisher because she's not dishonored. So if the Magistrate moves in, she'll still contribute. Yeah, no more Fate Worse Than Death threat for now. Scorpion's only at 3 Fate now. Cunning Magistrate does get moved in. And we see a pass, so gonna take the loss there, but it won't break. Dragon will go down to 2 honor. Kudaka gains a fate and draws a card, so Fate Worse Than Death is once again turned on. He could have Master Alchemisted there to dishonor to dishonor Kachiko. That might have been worth doing. You could potentially even not lose the conflict that way if Scorpion doesn't have any more cards. I guess maybe he just moves in Kudaka, but then you're fine because he's committing all of his characters, right? Plus he doesn't have the favorable ground then to use qkieu's ability. So yeah, I think I would have actually probably done that, right? Have to be super careful to not lose at end of turn. Yeah, that's true. So the Void Ring is looking pretty good. Like if he voids your Investigator, you probably just lose, right? Yeah, that's true. Saving the Alchemist is probably a good idea. Fate worse than death on anything else is GG, yeah. You have to use the Alchemist ability before it gets Fate worse than death, though, right? We see a Cloud the Mind on the Investigator. Dragon has passed the first conflict. That's probably a good idea, right? So, yeah, I think he probably should have used the Alchemist in that last conflict. I agree. Could even just honor the Tattooed Wanderer. We see political at upholding authority, contesting the firing. Yeah, Cloud is a pretty big deal here. Dragon is out of let goes, so no way to deal with this unless he finds another Mystic. So political fire, you can't let him have fire, right? But what are you gonna do? Cloud took a fate, so you don't have to worry about fate worse than death again. You could defend with the... Can you... I don't think you can even stop this, actually. Like, you have to defend with somebody, so you don't lose the honor for unopposed. So maybe you defend with the Investigator, and then you attack with the other two. You can still go Void and kill this Kudaka. Oh, right. Favorable ground plus qkieu. That's true. Triple block, honor whoever isn't sent home. Yeah. I mean, I probably want to save at least one character to do a military attack, right? So maybe Investigator and Doom Chugenja. Yeah, it's not looking good for Dragon, that's for sure. And again, he only has 2 cards in hand here, so probably not a whole lot he can play. I think, yeah. So whoever this firing dishonors, he's going to have to re-honor with the Master Alchemist, right? Has to have a political buff in hand. I don't think he's dead yet. If he can save two, if he can only defend with two characters and save one for a military attack and get the Voidering to go off, that would be pretty strong. But yeah, he probably is going to lose this conflict, so I'll have to use Master Alchemist to re-honor somebody. He can just do it this conflict. Yeah, he has to get unopposed to lose. It looks like it's going to be the defense from the Doom Shugenja and the Investigator. That seems good. Yeah, QQ is up 8 minutes over his opponent. That's a good point. Doesn't need to rush here for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is probably the best defense with these two characters. So you defend with these two. He probably actually saves the favorable ground now, right? So that if you attack Shameful Display, he can move in Kachiko and dishonor you. Yeah. Ooh, we see court games to honor a friendly character. That's really good. So, honors the Doom Shugenja. I would have probably actually considered. Out of Shadows returns to the hand. I think I would have probably considered returning. Are we going to see an investigator? Or, sorry, are we going to see. He could assassinate the Tattooed Wanderer. And then. No, he had to use Stronghold. Never mind. I would have considered honoring the investigator because then you might actually. It's gonna force him to bring in Kachiko, right? And then you get the free. Well, no, because he plays the Adept again, so you don't get a free attack at Shameful regardless. Ah, yeah, it's so tough. I guess that was probably the right play. And we pass here, so didn't use Master Alchemist there. Interesting. So he's going to attack Pilgrimage and just take the 2 Fate off the Water Ring, I think. Go military there. And then use the ability. Firing dishonors Doom Shugenja. So yeah, you have to attack water at Pilgrimage, I think. Attacking Shameful is no good. Yeah, it was Court Games, not Master Alchemist. Go for Shameful, it's easier to break. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. So yeah, Military Water at Pilgrimage, and then you honor the Tattooed Wanderer. And then you'll be first player next turn, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. He will have Mitsu next turn, so that's something. Yeah, the Adaptive Shadows makes Shameful even worse than it already is. I don't think you can pass this conflict. Yeah, if he used Master Alchemist before, then he could pass this conflict, but now he definitely can't. You do get the 2 Fate from the Water Ring, though, so that's good. Of course, you're going to spend 1 of it back to the Fire Ring. If the 1 card is Hurricane Punch, yeah, that would actually be pretty sick. But he can't play it here. Yeah, you could consider honoring Investigator. You don't really want to go down to 1 honor, though. I think this is probably correct. Yep, Pilgrimage cancels the ring effect. Yeah, if he honors Alchemist, then you just play the Adept, right, to prevent the break. Dragon needs to not only survive, but eventually win. Yeah, that's true. Still only 2 breaks here. Scorpion is on 3 honor, but dishonoring Scorpion's gonna be pretty difficult. Gets that Ancestral Dice Show back, that's good. So yeah, I think we will see Mitsu come out this turn. Ooh. Double Yokuni. Again, you are going to have to worry a little bit about the Fate Worse Than Death, but since both players are on very low honor, not going to be drawing a whole lot of cards. Yeah, Ancestral Attachments are really good currently. Yeah, you could play Yokuni and then Coffee Master Alchemist. That would be pretty good. That might actually be a better play, because he's on the Broken Province. You'll still have Mitsu next turn. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Just honor everybody. You could dishonor all of Scorpion's characters too over time to potentially get that dishonor win. Scorpion doesn't have double favorable anymore. Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, so Dragon, ooh. We see Yokuni with 0 fate. That's interesting. Like, what are you saving all this fate for? Is he going to play another Master Alchemist? That seems pretty crazy. Ooh, yeah, he does play the other Master Alchemist. Interesting. Yeah, I think I would have preferred putting a couple Fate onto Yokuni there. Because now he's only at 2 Fate. He's going to get one off of a ring, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Copy Hiroe, pull Kachiko into military. Yeah, you could do that. Wants to overwhelm this turn. Ooh, QQ bids 1 and Scorpion bids 2, so Scorpion can use the stronghold now. Scorpion run, I can swim? No. I don't think I saw one in the deck. Yeah, no, I can swim. Yeah, I guess that's true. Um, so we do see Yokuni copy Hiroe and gonna do a military attack at this pilgrimage with the fire ring. Interesting. So, ooh, there's the fate worse than death. Yeah, I mean, you had to expect it was coming at this point, right? So you do get the Hiroe to defend here, at least, but now you need to re-honor both of these characters who are leaving play, probably. Or you could just honor the investigator twice, actually. Same thing. Oh, Hiroe can pull someone in also. Any CC? What's CC? Ah, conflict characters. Let's find out. Yeah, I believe so. Should be one more Tattooed Wonder and one more Skirmisher. Yeah. There's a Bonsai on Hiroe. How much reprieve left? Just one, I think. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, this bonsai is pretty unfortunate for Dragon. Like, Scorpion is going to get an air ring, right? Yeah, he just played the sword. Um, yeah, I don't think you can stop him from getting an air ring. Oh, wait, the young rumor monger's on the board. I think Scorpion could just win here. You don't even need to wait, actually. You can just do like an all-in political air, and then no, leave the rumor monger at home. And then if he defends with only one, you send it home with qkieu, and then you win. If he defends with both, then you get an unopposed with the rumor monger, and you win. I think you're fine either way. Um, yeah, like I don't know what you can do at this point, right? Maybe attacking was a mistake there for Dragon. Gonna use Master Alchemist to honor itself. That's not enough. Still need two more. One more attachment in box, yeah. Let's see. Yep, there's a Seal of the Dragon, alright. Yeah, Scorpion should definitely be playing a little bit faster. He's running out of time. They are both running out of time at this point. Um, but I think Scorpion should be able to win this turn. Ooh, we see a pass, so that will be the break on Pilgrimage, actually. And now you honor the Investigator, I guess. Yep. But the Young Rumor Monger will just redirect that. So yeah, all Scorpion needs to do at this point is get an air ring, and you just win. So gonna go air with just qkieu, it looks like. Nope, sending the Rumor Monger also. And Dragon does have to defend this with both characters, because if he doesn't, then qkieu just sends somebody home, right? Unless you have a conflict character, actually. Nope. But yeah, either way, I don't think Scorp has to worry about the stronghold breaking. Yeah, this should be the game here. Scorp disconnects during his action and times out, yeah. That's probably the only thing that will save Dragon here. Um, wow, 12 to 4. That's pretty wild. So yeah, gonna win that airing there. See what's in the Scorpion's hand. Wow, Adaptive Shadows and 2 Sentries. That's funny. But yeah, that is just gonna be the game here, I believe. Like, there's literally no way for Dragon to not lose now. Yeah, passes the conflict. Yep. So you don't even need to attack here. You can just pass. Like, I would just pass my conflict, right? Like, there's no card in Dragon's hand that will save him. Yeah, attacking is bad because it's Sacred Sanctuary. That's true. So yeah, you just pass your conflict here and then you win. Easy. Yep. So just pass through here. And there's the GG. So yeah, that was a match point there. So that is going to be the victory for Russia. Do seem to be doing the best to time out, yeah. What was the last card? I would also like to know what the last card was. Don't think it would matter, but... Skirmisher, Well, we knew his hand, right? Except for the Fate Worse Than Death that he drew from getting the airing, I guess. But yeah, that is going to be it. So Russia takes the series 2-1 over Poland. Congratulations to them. Two pretty strong teams there, I think. Like Phoenix Fox is really good, qkieu is really good. Apparently Gene is really good because he just won that game. And then Nimsh and Madavaster, I've seen them around. They're pretty good as well. Don't know about the Phoenix player there, but yeah, that is gonna do it here. Let's see what the scores are for these teams. Yeah, both really good teams for sure. So Russia, okay, so they were both 1-0 before this. So Russia is going to be the 2-0 team in that group now, and Poland will be 1-1. Not terrible. Wow, Australia is 0-2. That's actually a little bit surprising. Guess Toreadori hasn't been winning games on Dragon, huh? But yeah, that's gonna do it. They are out of practice and brought goofy decks. Australia, yeah, that makes sense. um, yeah, because I know those are really good players, but... Yep. So thanks again to Luke and Isomalt for donating bits earlier. And that's going to do it for this stream. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.